Fram's Funny Car semifinals. It is Ron Capps and Matt Hagan. Well, NASCAR is heading off to Indianapolis. The Brickyard 400 on Sunday at 1 on ESPN. Coverage begins with NASCAR Countdown at noon. The telecast presented by Golden Corral. So there's Capps and Matt Hagan. Let's go to the top end and Gary Gerald right after the burnout.
So the burnout's complete. Larry Dixon going to your 100th career final, but you were looking at the timesheet, and I heard kind of a contemptuous remark. What were you disappointed with?
My light. You know, you always want to be better, and you always want to leave first, and that's the great thing about, you know, you look at a time slip as a report card. You know, you could have the greatest run in the world, and the guys are going to pick things about it, say they can go quicker, and as a driver, it's the same thing. So, you know, I got another shot at it, and we'll see what we can do with that Allen Army car.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Matt Hagan and Ron Capps. Capps has not won now in a year. Well, he needs that.
I love the fact that you let us watch the burnouts, Paul. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I love funny car burnouts.
I love to let you listen. Well, Ron Capps and Matt Hagan are up right now, and then it'll be Jack Beckman and the lone holdout for the Ford camp, Bob Tasca.
Well, the one thing we're guaranteed is a Don Schumacher car in the final round. It's just a matter of which one of these it will be. And right now it's a pretty good matchup, pretty even though Matt Hagan with the lane choice from the previous round. We heard Ron Capps' interview talk about John Medlin's going to step it up a little bit through the middle of that racetrack and try to run a number. And I think he's going to have to do that against Matt Hagan because Tommy DeLago's given him a pretty good race car today.
Yo, man, Ron Capps, 416, 298 miles an hour, goes into the final. He was runner-up last week to Tim Wilkerson. John Medlin, you saw him on the radio. He's content.
Just a good old drag race. Matt Hagan had a little over 1/100 of a second advantage off the starting line, but Ron Capps on the racetrack, they tuned that thing up. John Medlin gave him a little bit more through the middle of the racetrack. That's what he needed, a 4:16 lap time. Great run. Matt Hagan, though, right there with a 4:19. Take a look at the photo finish by just about a nose. It was Ron Capps in that Napa car over the Die Hard car.
And Dave Reef has Ron Capps' crew chief, John Medlin.
John, we talked about you tuning this race car up a little bit through the middle there. How nervous were you that run might not stick?
Well, extremely nervous. Those are very, very tough breed of competition next door to us. The car did its job and run the race. The guys did an excellent job assembling. Driver left on time. Couldn't be happier heading to the final round.
This, of course, a man who won with his son back here in 2006. And speaking of Eric Medlin, Ice Cream Social after the race today.